I think episode 17 story mode's a little too easy. So the final boss of the episode's a really powerful and intimidating golden cheese. I'm pretty sure this terrible team of 5 DPS cookies won't be able to beat her, right? Dude, I didn't even use a healer. What the heck was that? In order to give myself an actual challenge, I decided to try to beat episode 17 using only 1 cookie per level. Little did I know this would be the most brutal challenge I'd attempt on this channel. It gets really difficult after a while. Anyways, I've been talking too much. Let's just head into 17-1. So I'm a bit curious right now. What's the weakest cookie you could use to beat this level? Well, let's start with pure vanilla, one of the worst solo cookies. Look, I'm just curious, okay? I just want to see if these damage treasures are enough to carry pure vanilla. And he died. Dang it. Let's try pomegranate next. Although her skill doesn't do any damage, her auto attacks do. Okay, I'm just gonna stop using healers now. This is hopeless. I also tried using gingerbread, but it didn't end well, as expected. So that's when I decided to use a new cookie, burnt cheese. He deals really low damage, but has a lot of health. Well, actually, his damage is really high compared to gingerbread's. This is also my first time using him, mostly because he's only good when paired with golden cheese, which I don't have. Anyways, burnt cheese was able to beat the level pretty easily. As I moved on to level 17-2, I decided to use burnt cheese again, cause why not? So you may have noticed this little bar at the top of the screen by now. For the early levels, whenever your cookie hits an enemy, this bar fills up, and once it's full, then oh no, I guess you have to deal with a massive horde of enemies. Thankfully, burnt cheese was able to take care of the enemies and win. For 17-3, I decided to spice things up by using Brute. At first, I thought Brute was gonna stunlock the enemies and get a nice combo off them. Then the tables turned and the enemy started stunlocking my Brute instead. Dang it. Brute had to rely on his skill to kill off the enemies, which defeats the purpose. I did get to bully a worm though, so that's pretty neat. Anyways, after finishing 17-3, I was met with a bit of an obstacle. I was met with a literal obstacle. These barriers right here, they take 40 hits to destroy. To make matters worse, you only get half the time to beat the level. Although Brute can destroy the barriers, I still run out of time. So that's when I decided to use squidding. Squid is the best cookie to destroy these types of barriers, and it sure did work perfectly. Wait a second. Oh shoot. And it sure did work perfectly. Squid Ink was able to beat the level. It's now time for 17-5 and wait a second, what is this? So it's actually this type of special running level. Well, not actually running, you're in a minecart. And you can't choose which cookies you can use, so I'm just gonna skip this one. The next level is 17-6 and I use squid again because I'm lazy. The only notable feature of this level is the falling stalactites, which barely even do anything. Actually, there's another thing that's quite unique about this level. It has the number 6 in it. 17-7 has the same barriers as last time. Instead of being lazy and using squid again, I decided to test out Black Pearl to see if she can destroy the barriers. She was able to break the barriers. However, she couldn't kill off the final wave of enemies fast enough. I probably could solo the level with her if I really tried, but look, I like touching grass, okay? So I decided to save a lot of time by just using squid. As we head into 17-8, I'd like to introduce some more overpowered cookies. Let's use Tartatan. In PvE, she deals more damage than all the other cookies. Actually, maybe Sea Farty does more damage, but I haven't tested that out yet. Anyways, Tartatan swept through the level with ease. She cleared the level a little too fast, so I decided to use her again for 17-9. Once again, the stalactites do absolutely nothing, and Tartatan one-shots the final wave. Now, I wonder if there's cookies better than Tartatan at soloing levels. Well, there is. It's Pitaya. Both Pitaya and Tartatan do a lot of damage. However, Pitaya has a benefit of having a lot of health. So let's head into 17-10 and use Pitaya. Oh wait, it's a minecart level, never mind. Let's head into 17-11 instead. And of course, Pitaya easily kills all the enemies. You'd think 17-12 would be the next level, but it's actually the secret tunnel. Anyways, it's time to bring out another really good solo cookie, Prune Juice. Prune Juice's summon practically lasts forever, especially with the pincushion treasure. He also deals decent damage over time. However, the enemies do have some HP shields, which is a little annoying. Thankfully, we do have a cookie that's able to counter these shields. I'm not talking about dark cacao or Twizzly gummy cause they suck. I'd rather use shining glitter for the next level, the dark secret tunnel. I'm just gonna one-shot this first wave of enemies, and also the second one. So far, things have been pretty easy. It's time to go to 1712 and I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm gonna try out pumpkin pie cause why not? Little did I know this was a huge mistake. Well, that looked really painful. Okay, I got a better idea. What if I use a cookie that deals a lot more damage like Sea Farty? Yes, you heard me correctly. Sea Farty is her real name. And of course, she was able to beat 1712 really easily. 1713 is another minecart level. Skip. For 1714, I decided to use mango cause what can possibly go wrong? Well, this is when the corruption debuff got introduced. It's basically injury, but you can't cleanse it. And oh geez, it actually kills your cookies. Mango already popped a feather, which is really bad. Hopefully he doesn't die right here. Oh wait, dang it. This is a turning point where things get difficult. First I tried Stardust, but he turned out to be an absolute flop. Next I tried Tartatan and she lost, dang it. After that I tried Prune Juice and he won. Wait, never mind. Wait, what? I actually did win? Well, never mind again. Now it's time for 1715. It's almost the same as the previous level, except this time Prune Juice is not even able to handle the first wave of enemies. So then I tried using Sea Farty's burst damage to win, but it didn't work. Then I decided to pull out Moonlight, one of the best solo cookies. She has self-healing, so that means she's really good, right? Well, she still flopped, dang it. What about using a tank like Pitaya? Well, that also turned out to be a huge waste of time. At this point, I only had one final option. It's now time to bring out the most overpowered solo cookie. I didn't want to bring him out so early in the video, but I have no choice. It's Madeline. Madeline's the only cookie that can stand a chance against the corruption debuff, besides Golden Cheese, but I don't have her. Why did I decide to be one of the only free-to-play YouTubers? Anyways, the next few levels all have the same corruption debuff enemies. I have no choice but to use Madeline, so here's a little montage, I guess. Okay, that was a hecka long montage, but I finished all the levels with the corruption enemies. 1720 doesn't have any corruption, which is a really nice break. I decided to use Moonlight to see if she's still good, and I guess she is. Here's a fun fact, in a previous video, I used Moonlight to solo the majority of episode 15 and 16. By the way, that video was garbage. I got 100k views, but less than 200 subscribers. Now it's time for 1721, the worm boss. I don't want to waste too much time on this boss, so I'm just gonna use Madeline. Little did I know I was in for a nasty surprise. Oh my god, my Madeline took the swan feather and immediately got one shot. This is because the worm's bite attack automatically one-shots a cookie if they're alone. At this moment, I realized taking on this challenge was a mistake. Anyways, I tried using prune juice to cheese the boss, it failed. Not only do summoners still get hit by the boss's attacks, it's immune to debuffs, even poison and frost. After that, I tried using Moonlight to dodge, but it failed. A squishy cookie like Moonlight doesn't stand a chance. I also tried Pitaya because they're tanky and also can dodge a few attacks. It didn't help that much because there's too many attacks to dodge. So I guess my best option's still Madeline. Although he failed last time, that's because I didn't really time his skills. I think that if I time Madeline's debuff immunity well, he might be able to negate the worm's one-shot attack. Okay, I just tested that theory really quickly. Madeline's debuff immunity is not able to block the bite attack, so never mind. But what about Madeline's self-healing? I can time that so he lasts as long as possible. By doing this, I think he can survive long enough. It's time to fight the worm boss again, but if I fail, I lose the challenge. Here we go. I guess that didn't go very well, but I'm just gonna continue anyways cause who cares. I still wanna see if I can solo the rest of the levels with one cookie, starting with 1722. I decided to use Tartatian again because she's fun to use. There's nothing notable about this level besides a nice background. 1723 brung back the corruption debuff. These new computer virus enemies are really strong. Not only do they inflict a debuff, but they also hit your backliners. Tartatian wasn't able to handle this level. Obviously, I had no other choice but to bring out Madeline and kill everybody. Next up is 1724. I like to call this a censored cuss word level. You could tell that Dev Sisters really put a lot of effort into this world. The glitch background with ones and zeros is perfection. 1725 doesn't have any corruption, so I decided to use werewolf cause I'm a menace. Remember that bar at the top of the screen that was used in some of the early levels? Well, it's back, but this time it only fills up if the enemy hits your cookie. The bar filled up and the horde of enemies that's about to come shouldn't be too big, right? Oh geez, never mind.
Has awoken!
Oh, actually, that wasn't so bad. Let's move on to 1726. It's pretty much the same as the previous level, and I'm using Capri Sun. Look at the numbers above the enemy's head, that's pretty satisfying. After killing that large wave of enemies, there shouldn't be any more, right? Oh wait, never mind. I guess Capri Sun's gonna have a rough time with this one. He already popped both his insignia and feather, but in the end, it looks like it worked out. For 1727, the enemies look different, but it's the same concept as the previous levels. I thought Crimson Coral would be a good matchup, but I guess not. Next, I decided to use Moonlight cause she's in the thumbnail of the video. That means nothing can possibly go wrong. Oh wait, shoot. You know how Coral has no damage and Moonlight has no health? Well, Pitaya has both health and damage, so they're able to win. 1728's the final minecart level. Skip. For some reason, 1729's way more difficult than the previous level. Oh geez, it looks like Pitaya flopped. So then I used Madeline to just get it over with and steamroll the level. And now it's finally time for the final boss. In 1730, I have to defeat Golden Cheese. She hits your cookies with a corruption debuff. She also does massive single target damage, so much that even Madeline can't survive. No matter how much you dodge her attacks, it's still not enough. To make matters worse, she has 10.6 million HP. So if the number 1 solo cookie, Madeline's not able to beat the level, then how's it even possible? Well, there is one cookie I haven't revealed yet. She's weaker than Madeline for all the other stages, but for this boss, her summons are really good. And it's Cotton Cookie. Her 3 sheep are able to soak up all of Golden Cheese's corruption attacks. Cotton is by far the best candidate for this level, but the question is, will I still be able to win with her? Well, let's find out. I guess it is impossible to beat episode 17 with 1 cookie. On a side note, it's really easy to beat the worm boss with 2 cookies, so is golden cheese. But I don't really care about losing the challenge. Now you should subscribe, cause I spent a little too long on this video, dang it. Alright, see ya.